오케이 마이크 새로 샀다. 예. 그러면 디스코 엘리시움 이제 화요일 지났고 수요일부터 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 신난다. 네, 자 오늘 해야 될 거는 뭐가 있더라? 뭐 하기로 했었지? 맞아 9시에 28호 갔다 오기. 그리고 이제 수요일에 이제 관문 받아서 남쪽으로 이제 드디어 갈 수 있게 되겠습니다. 남쪽으로 가기. 응? 네, 관문 가기. 갑옷 조인 연락하기. 네, 나는 화장실에서 뭐 할 수 있는 것 좀 있나?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
다른 거 없고.
The window stands. The morning light hurts your.
다른 거 없고.
The door is closed. Still nothing.
여기 아가씨는 맨날 옥상에 담배만 피우는데 만날 수가 없어. 한날 빼고. 오케이, 하이킴. 처음 보는 사람들 있네. 뭔가
The woman in an RCM patrol officers.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
ICM이에요?
I am. I
나던데?
know.
Here's the real.
It's hard to tell whether he's sarcastic or sincere. But if
I'm definitely not the cavalry. I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
그래 정말.
No, you haven't wronged me. Okay, fine. Let's talk.
what does one
생긴 여자?
talk about with a fellow officer?
What precinct?
Fucking deranged lunatic.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation.
I don't.
Don't say anything, Judith. Me? No. I'm just a man with sunglasses. I like
같은
wearing
저보고 있고?
sunglasses inside.
Okay,
가발?
I'm just looking out for.
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
You're a fucking asshole. Are we done here?
얘네?
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
그건 이거고.
Wow. You seem stable. No, what do you want?
there's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head.
하지만
He might be wearing a disguise.
I'm not getting.
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response. Something to click. It's not happening. There's something that binds you to him. Some kind of an out. The police of animals. Of course, you don't have to.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
음...
No! You will not start blabbering about that asshole. No. Cause it's
근데?
not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours? Actually, I don't.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting? Okay,
Yeah.
well, I don't know.
It's like you felt it would be intellect.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something
회장실.
more? What is? Watch out!
That voice, so very.
Oh really? I wonder. That's the where you remember me from? You don't say.
경찰형 지진. 아 이미 찍었어.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night. Do I have a shaker in my hand?
It's not a shaker. It's nothing.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling?
팬더가
And shit,
아니라서?
that's right. I'm the cafeteria.
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
Oh, well, in that case, let me pour you a nice, big, refreshing marinella.
And-
Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do, absolutely.
Absolutely. Your body is ready, sire.
네, 뭐야 되지?
I've got nothing to say to
형
you.
엘리자베스. 엘리스한테 전화를 해야지.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may... Sorry, sir. I still haven't heard back from the database people. Try co- Right.
10-4, come in. 5. 10-4, sir. Sorry, but I'm under orders to give a negative to 10-4. Orders as your...
다른 사람들은 아 그거를 제대로 좀 받을걸. 방이 있었나? 기억이 안 나네. 그리고 서로 어떻게 하더라? 여기서 남쪽으로 일단 쭉 가야지. 쪽으로 가던가? 여기 길이 있던가?
There's a pile of cheap.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles.
These are all boring. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool.
No, love.
실패.
All you.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes. You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem.
됐어? 길이 아닌데? 아 여기다 여기다. 전화. 복귀.
A rusting control panel. You grab the handle and the water lock starts moving.
드디어 수문이.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is...
Focus on one thing. Achieve it,
상치.
then the.
생각해봤는데 여기 일기에 전부 다 이제 일지 이제 날짜가 아니라 요일로 적혀 있다는 거는 다시 말해서 일주일 이내로 끝난다는 건가? 게임이? 일주일 동안 아무것도 못하면은 이런 뭔가 배드 엔딩 들어가고 그럴 것 같은데. 때 욕심이 불러. 안 떨어져. 누가 뭐 때문에 여기에 울타리까지 부술 것 같아. 대단한 건 아니야. 경찰 선글라스. 네. 해야 될 거. 이랑 새로운 해안가에 뭐가 있을까?
The worn and beaten wooden.
We can see.
You can revisit the bench.
다른 이동이 이제 풀렸어? 다른 이동 어떻게 해? 학원이 있어요.
You're not sure about the melody, but
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts. Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Oh, of course. Last time we
12년
saw
전?
you around here was 12 years
너,
ago. You also came to take care
너
of trouble
말고
then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black.
You're not.
Maybe there, because you're an ill omen. But I'm sorry there's not. Look at me ramble on. Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Now it's your turn, Miss. Why, I guess I will hurry. He did too many narcotics. So many, he fell off his boat and split his skull on the
뭐 나랑
buoy.
비슷하네.
What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even She's right over there. The dark head. Yeah.
she is not impressed by a cop running.
Stay. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM. Don't make an old woman.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll.
Not much. Some things.
So,
No, we've tried, but before you get to the church,
여기 가는 길.
there's some ruins. I don't know exactly. Of note, the old fish market up on the. What? Your one used to be a supply depot. And now, just us. This is pretty.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Well, there's
Lillian.
Lillian, and then there's the drunk. Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself.
She nods, rinsing.
네. 이제 돈은 없어.
The door has
I'll wait outside to give you some time. After we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night.
the key turns.
들어갈 수 있게. 네, 지금 당장은 돼. 일단 릴리안. 진짜 이거 왜 있음?
Hi, officer.
한군.
Anything I can help you with? The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves. Sometimes I also walk.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
Wood,
됐어?
pieces of glass, bottles, drugs also, plus
그러면
cargo
친구를
in
해주면 좋을
general.
텐데.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer. I have no... Were you? This says by... What a nice idea.
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
That Everard and the Union have nice plans for anything.
And those members have a vote.
He has a pen in everything. Here you go.
자리 비고. 뽑기.
You're welcome. Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of story. It's too intimidating. Not really. I know some basic moves.
But not when you're in a tight spot.
Guns are expensive and fragile, I think. Besides, I got kids. Can't have guns around them, and sometimes, from time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more fun.
It absolutely does not. We are not going to look.
No. There's nothing to find. Who knows? Maybe he fell over. He didn't respect the sea. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles. Us working folk don't have the luxury to be beds. Life didn't really change that much.
This is neither a touchy nor a... She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
매우 낮음이야 이거? 가능성이 매우 낮은 영웅적이구나.
Let's see. I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate? Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen?
2 old guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking on... Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey...
Oh, you're getting it.
Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who are... Well, how can I assist you then, officer? Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar...
여기 얼음도 맞아 겨울이었지 참.
Our tenant, the police, Lillian should let her sword make her decisions. The girl just doesn't have the head for it. I've seen it all before. You think, then the poor get pushed out of...
In her mind, the Union is right-wing because Everard is fat. It's that she is headstrong, but there's a slight hesitation in... The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a step. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. This one doesn't.
Lily's our mum.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. The other one laughs as well. Wow, so intellectually stimulating. The stone kick.
He looks just like me.
내
The
말이.
boy, the rock kicker was
You're bad with kids. Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work? We are not getting any.
누구 집이지? 릴리안 집인가?
Hello, mister.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
아 맞아. 어촌에
Where did you?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
I hid them. The twins were gonna take them. They're stupid.
We're going to need those gloves. It's for important police business.
Oh. They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house.
모래성 안에.
Under the sand. You can break the castle. Yes! I am! That's nice.
만났어.
My mom is great. Yes. They look the same. They look identical. It's Lammy.
아 얘가
He's my-
람비야?
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days.
Yes.
보이네.
Very soft.
Press your damn cheek against Lemmy, okay?
Isn't he soft?
애들한테는 진짜 특별하네.
It's a grouse.
Wasn't Gar, the cafeteria manager, trying to repair a piece of taxidermy?
I don't know. Sure.
어.
Just go.
All right. You just need to grab it from.
Bye.
친절해라. 여기 이제 해안가에.
Weather has not been kind
아, 이게
to Lily's
모래성이구나.
little sandcastle. The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed.
Congratulations.
장갑은 조작 능력이.
As you fold your fingers into your movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away. As the plates, the hardened vitreous, you really do feel more confident. Invulnerability does that too. Are you sure you're correct there? There was a helmet too. 3 pieces more like. It may be a while
아
before you have.
다리는
Remember, this
가져가
is a
버렸잖아.
highly specialized connect for the day you have.
다리는 검시관한테 보냈어 시체랑 같이. 어떻게 가? 해안가 배다른 건 없나 또?
Yes?
또 여기서 뭐야? 애비 같은 거. 하고 배다른 거 없나? 이상? 뭐야? 아 여기가 교회구나.
A metal payphone under it.
전화?
You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
번호를 누른다?
Calling. Still, this feels wrong. End of tone.
Pierre, is that you, Pierre? So nice of you to find the time to call me. Are you sure?
Her voice is. You get a sinking feeling. It makes you look if Lieutenant gets.
아무 번호나 누른다 진짜 개 사이코 같아. 할 것 같지만.
Someone has left an unidentifiable. The cloth, if you can still call it, streaked with. It seems likely that it was left in.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you. It's a guano encrusted jacket.
없어. 또 새로운 안경이네. 넥타이 빼고 전부 다 이렇게 어디선가 구한 옷들이.
The smell. It's awful and familiar. Don't you recognize it? Something. It is death. It. The lieutenant.
I zapped it.
There's some tear. An empty cigarette. 2 empty. No.
A tragedy.
2 empty. No.
A tragedy.
Whoever. Red Astra is the black. You see, it's no. It's hard to concentrate.
교통은 별거 없고 이거 시스템? 설마?
A man lies on the boardwalk. His limbs bent. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week.
Hold on. Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer.
Another dead body. Calm now. Carefully. He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright. The leather jacket suits him well. You find some sunflower seeds.
Good. We should take a look at that library.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against a bad fall. His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his moustache. His eyes, height 170 to 175. There's some dried blood on the metal bench. Be very, very careful with Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The blackness confirmed.
He ate the whole pack, right? I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum.
A .75
tear all around us.
They screech under your feet ominously. You see where he could have easily disappeared into a dried This.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
Oh.
Seems like the head wound was fatal.
The entire boardwalk.
Looks like one of the locals. But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think? We do know that he was married. But you're right. Let's not run ahead. For now, all we know, death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. Oh yes, some symptoms of acute alcohol. But I think that death arrived through. What about it?
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
They'll seal this place off after. Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. No, I don't see anything.
Agreed. If
it does seem to be a pretty.
The library card is folded into 2 and still slightly wet. Billy is a unisex name. Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue. Most of these titles, if lost, please return the card to the library.
We should first decide what to do with the body before taking any other action.
A man lies on the.
From where I stand, I can see 2 options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own. Alright, we've already examined the library, and while we're there, we should also call the station.
또 한번 해봐야겠다. 아, 저기 전화가 있었어요. 번호로 전화를 해봐야겠다. Hi there.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows. You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Tran Heilus.
Nice to meet you.
No, I can't say that we've met before, but Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms.
Wow, get a load of this guy. He
진짜 많이
really
말하기 좋아하는
enjoys his
사람이네.
trivia.
I do have some money, yes.
No, I mean, come on. You need the money.
Of course, detective. I don't know if you're familiar with. If not, then you definitely should. If not, no, thanks to you.
Pick your brain.
혼자 다 말했지.
You see, a once bright neuron, a slogan used to intertwine with the loops along.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
미래는 없다 보네. 지도가 있으면 좋을 텐데 지도를 생그럭다야?
Here we go. Nice.
There's a cylinder.
Who's there?
His self.
Is that the police? Don't worry, Gary. So what do I...
That's sarcasm.
Of course. Thank you for
The 881 is a raised motorway that separates Martinez.
Oh, good.
Did he say we could...
Yes, Gary.
Sir,
I just have to do one more round.
His hands are large and weather-worn, but also used to delicate, precise work.
아무래도 상관없어.
Hello. Yellow.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrow. Yellow, man.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civ. I like nature.
Degenerates. This man respects authority too much.
Oh, I've been tempted.
He pronounces Revocol with a hard K, unlike other people.
My mug? Why would you think that? Really? I hear it all the time. Okay, I admit it. You're not going to find me, are you? Whew. I don't know what got into me.
What did you do?
Nothing. Just, I know a guy who works with the trash collection services. CS Municipal. He gave me a master so I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is I'm sorry.
Disgraced. No need for the histrionic, sir. It was...
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't know.
Officer, please. Let me I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes. Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. Okay. I was...
Right. It was...
Exactly. As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads.
What sound? Really? There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. In armor? No.
An infant could see he's not telling the truth. There's something going on here.
I hope I could...
Does this mean you were in his apartment, admiring his colonial mug collection? Perhaps it would be.
Sure.
His eyes narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going.
Mr. Everard? So you work for Everard Clare? What have I done?
As he lowers his tone, he hunches his back.
I was probably talking too... I won't do it again.
This scared him.
The weather vane has turned.
He clearly liked his squirming. He may even have changed his mind about the whole door-opening operation.
I told you
He's not uncomfortable shifting around. Doesn't make him the killer, though. That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Yes, like a
I knew you'd figure it out. I was ashamed of what I did. and I did.
We're not detecting.
Gary!
Later, Mar.
No. You've got explaining to do.
Because I was weak.
The hell,
I'll explain later. Everyone was picking those pieces off, so I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. Only the cuirass was left, so I stripped it off him.
We're detecting.
It's okay.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man.
They were thoroughly conservative men.
I always thought it was the Union.
This is all he knows. He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass, but so light to hold.
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again.
협조 감사해요. 공감이 마이너스 1. 다행이네. 야. 오랜만에 운동했더니 근육통이 허벅지랑 어깨가 이건 또 무슨 벽화야.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one.
Correct. Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after.
A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many 10 meters away. Other shades are lined up in the morning sun. Right, a long time as the abundance of bullet holes leads to.
I don't know. I don't know who died. Perhaps it could even have been.
Or maybe.
Yeah. It's to be honest. If a coalition member.
A code.
여기로 해서 물리 플러스 2. 돌아가자. 아까 그 주정뱅이들 보러 가자. 구간은 볼만한 거 같은 거 같고. 이렇게 쭉 확 돌아온 건가?
Wooden doors, more than twice your. Nothing happened.
I don't think that's going to work.
The carving on the door is. The doors remain this cheap. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker, you see a yellow circle, but there is something blindingly modern. He takes off.
No. Looks like a dead man smiling. I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
This cheap looking, it'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is, there's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb. Voila! You're part of the future brigade now. The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Should you want to get through, it...
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for another way. Yes, the pulsing base. The sure sign.
There's something on the sea ice there.
나중에 다른 게 있으면 알려드릴게요. 진짜 맵이 너무 넓어. 왜냐면 지도가 아직도 없어.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown us.
It's military. The washerwoman mentioned a depot at the coast. She said... 이 넥타이 내면 세 개는 대표적인 건 진짜 하나도 안 했으니까. 만약에 내가 2회차 하게 되면 전장파로 되는 대로 들이받고 땅욕 내뱉고 개드립만 치는 그런 롤플레이 하고 싶어요. 이쪽엔 뭐가 있을까? 한가 보다. Hi.
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens.
Oh.
It's cold out here. Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold.
Huh? So should you. Oh. I didn't notice that. Yeah, well... Look, man, fuck the hat. I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to...
Why? Okay, it's Burger.
A very common name.
This is a portable recording. Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone. Okay. Recording, I guess. I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded. The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. Anyway, I thought I don't really know what I'm doing.
Take this, you're cold.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
Yeah, maybe you were right about the hat. Thanks. That? The boys think it could... Yeah,
And why is that?
They got too much stuff. Music
장비?
stuff mostly.
장비.
That stuff is more expensive than I am.
It's probably amphetamine.
I got my recordings to do. I feel better. Go ahead.
공감이 낮아.
It's supposed to become... Except that... Yeah. No. Not really.
She's trying to get out of a direct lie with...
It's Noids. Yeah, I guess you could. To keep more weirdos from getting in. Fucking Martinez. I know. It's not... Hey. Don't get me wrong, but... You're cops... Okay, well... Maybe you could talk to Andre and the guy. They're inside that thing there. Go ahead. Okay.
나는 국감을 최대한 올려볼게. 국감을 올려주는 거.
The 15th Indo tribe. The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff.
Come on! Get in and close the flap behind you. The wall. Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquent.
I'm sure you will feel right.
You see a youngish man.
Hello, I'm Andre.
His grip is strong.
This is my posse.
The young man with...
An egg! Together with a settled burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experiment. We have many in the pipe.
That means they haven't set up a single one.
You see, we've been all over Jamrock. Honest. Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And places. I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues. Ah, so you've met her? Yeah. It's a matter of occupied ecclesiarchy. I'm talking about the church. And I'm not exaggerating. Burnout. Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Strength. And sadder yet, because the dopeheads...
He leans back a little, watching you with a good. This calls for an opinion. You're an
Yes. And the worst part is, they're also spooky. I was hoping you would be the judge of that office. Also, people just want to spin tape. Thank you. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff. All right, man.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously.
I did ask Noid to install a measure. I had to do it in an hurry. Not my bet. Of course. All right.
You sense the trajectory of the ka-ching. The key hits your palm. The speed freak, a respectful nod. You proved something.
Not long. Like a week, maybe? I'm super sure they're alive.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here.
Yes, I do. I listen to Channel 8 all the time. I know about crime stuff, and I assure you, officer, this is not what's happening here. I don't know. Oh, yeah. You're right. It is nonsense.
He nods attentively.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Yes. What? The what now? Oh, the...
He's like an act.
I have a major sinus infection. Stuffy nose. Yes. What?
He nods enthusiastically. No doubt.
Yes. The what now? Oh.
He's like...
I have a major sign. Yes. That's all Nosefed's doing.
Nosefed is the shit.
Sure. Here you go, officer.
Told you we have a smell problem.
He sniffs. It doesn't take a forensic scientist to guess it's drug-related. However, their breathing is at least not under the influence.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. It's the one...
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. He nods enthusiastically.
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us... Well, when I first scouted...
One of them is...
Andre. Oh.
No.
Which... Felt like... Not exactly. We've just seen someone that we think is a woman go in and out of the church. You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burn. Sure. What?
As always.
땡이들.
A pain of barely holding it up. The pain falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
길이다. Yes. 나는 교회 문 열어보자.
Heavy wooden doors. The lock.
Let's go.
A great whoosh in the heart.
딱 봐도 먹을 게 있어 보이지는. 뭔가 보이진 않네.
A machine stands in the corner.
A radio computer. We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
You see fluorescent. The lieutenant says nothing. A bar of the static.
Good morning, surprise accident.
This is a human interface. A retired person sitting behind a.
The company on one moment. Surprise accident.
That's not bad.
Any other questions? The filament, that was a question. Have you inserted? Good.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer.
No.
A hint system is not part of the.
Received. Surprise accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard. Nothing behind the hatch. This is the machine's filament memory. The silence in this part of the church. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot. And then, it seems the sound here is you can hardly hear your own breathing. Your voice is barely audible. You produce a few muffled. The lieutenant points.
Can you hear anything? I wonder why the...
Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity. The lieutenant doesn't reply. The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear.
뭐지? 아무것도 안 들리는데?
Just darkness without end. It makes your head. There's nothing.
Officer, what?
Filled with vague.
누군가 있다.
You see some. Maybe it's possible to.
Hi there.
Is that a man? Looks more like part of the car. The man leaned.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a...
That accent is Villalobos. A peninsula in...
I'm here to receive the mother's love.
This man is obviously...
Hey, and what was that about? The bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already.
Oh yeah, sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all on. I know it's hard to admit that you got.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
It doesn't matter who I am. This is the church of the mother.
You have no whatever it is. 'Tis not an act, my liege. Save him perchance, he hath deceived his very self.
Up there, Holmes. Oh man, I would love to see that statue. I done my share of illegal shit. Used to be in a gang, the whole deal. But even memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone. Convenience.
There's a profound longing in...
Do you remember?
Tiago's my name.
Tiago.
But those syllables don't mean much. Your place amongst your fellas. That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters. Other spooker?
Viaita is Grandma?
No. I just call her Viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. That's what I said. Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her. I'm afraid not.
Or search through her radio computer.
Too many times.
Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of pop.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is... What you think of that? Makes me almost... This is a special place. I circled it. Nurtured. Oh, she is a cavity in the dark, beyond sense. She saved me. I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother. I ain't from no Mariette.
Marietti is a Mesque style of music. He lost his cool there for a moment. Seems
it's not like that.
Too gleeful, those words. He is lying. Not to you, to his very own self.
I heard that before, Way. And I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you... I know it will take time. I will...
That sounds a bit like substitution.
Hard to say. Been spending a lot of time here ever since.
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending in...
The ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Think they scared. Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Absolutely, man. Wouldn't bother me none to have... Might even be nice to have some company. Police raid.
Did you witness?
Not really. Or at least I don't remember. I think we're done here, Ese.
That was, however...
아, 여기 진짜 미친놈들이 너무 많아. 전부 다 하나하나 신경 쓰면 저는
in white, silver, and apricot. This is, cradled in her arms, are a pair of glowing lungs. Your knees touch the floor. The world is silent.
Hey.
The woman looks down at you. She acknowledges you. As that terrible word passes through your mind, your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Despite the damage you've done to you, no amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge. Many things. Terribly. She made the most of. She was crowned 2 years. Wow. That is why the lungs are the symbol of love for the cultures of the rear. 300 years. The highest category of, in a way, And no, we are alone. Terrifying. Although she was the misc suggesting she adored. Little is known of her market. This subtle
Officer, what are you thinking of, if I may ask? That she is. A great... In this church, I mean. The coast. The old woman in the village was right. This must be the DeLorean church. It's a minor land...
On the coast of an uninhabited island.
Okie-doke.
A touch of absurdity there. Nice. A jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front. Unknown. A motor carriage. A gun. The escutcheon on her throne. Small figures of wise men. Below both women. In luminous... And then along the left side. Afterlife. Death.
Death? This exaltation is common in DeLorean sacralism. Justice, union, prudence, and force. So do I.
The mother of human. Hey. Psst. Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start. Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. This conversation isn't really a...
맞아. 은연주의 사랑 안 해.
The machines keep the...
Good afternoon. Votre accident. Good. Please repeat. Good. I have unlocked the village. Votre accident is good.
The machine's keyboard. The printer prints out a long text document. The first entry made arrived at the church. The door was boarded up. So I used the crowbar. The lieutenant leans closer.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some...
6th of February, 51. 7th of February, 51. Finally, got the...
Why would anyone need any of this?
For setting up 8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna. Had some problems setting it up. Called Simo, but at least the artists have their act together. I just have to find out what caused that data loss.
Her friends? Colleagues?
12th of February, 51.
The strike. We are nearing the day. Keep reading. I'm interested now.
25th of February, 51. I've been...
Is she talking about?
28th of February, 51. Yes,
the pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze. March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. Fortunately, the song is so... That disco man must...
The girl on the ice?
March 51. And your reading is interrupted by the sound. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
사람이 주인이야?
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
Yes, you are breaking in.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
Well, you won't find any music venue. It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now, please...
We should talk to her. After she has rebooted.
What is it? No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper. I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer. If you're not here to hire me...
Did she say over 16 years of experience? She must have started...
No. Yes. No, you're right. I'm not. You really like those questions, don't you? I'm conducting scientific research. I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
뭔 개소리야 이것도.
Wait, she's looking for a disruption. The lieutenant raises his brows. But...
Exactly. What does it mean? What do you think it is?
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
You measure it by its surroundings.
Ha! Hydrotransduce.
But honestly, it's not progressing very well. Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated. Somewhere underneath.
Only a faint.
There's this.
The pillar.
Maybe. I know. No, I don't. Because it's just trial and I don't have a. Great. Thanks. What?
I bet she hasn't even heard it.
Yeah. Maybe I'd have to be. This is about those speeds. Take a guess, why don't you? I can't believe they got you so easily.
Good luck. I'm not.
The swallow, you mean? Yes, that's what led me here. Great. I brought them here. These are my machines. I use the AR-1 as my RAIN prefect. RAIN prefect. Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you? Then you certainly know that all radio computers perform I guess it is, but it's not the cheapest one on the market. Anyway,
She liked telling you this. It calmed her nerves.
They are connected to my RAIN.
Short and terse.
I'm working.
The machine seems almost.
Could you just... Great.
Why does art inspire you so much? Excellent question. In short, art is. Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the yes. You seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social. Quit being so indecisive. What are you going for? Exactly. It's not go ahead.
아우 왜 졸리냐? 잠을 그렇게 많이 자진 못했어. 포켓몬 슬립도 별 몇 시간 못 찍었더라. 포켓몬 슬립 경험치 이벤트 하고 있는데 일주일 전부 다 만점 찍고 싶다. 나 포켓몬 슬립 밥 줘야지 이거. 하고 1시. 뭐지 이 끄트머리에 있는 거? 왼쪽 끄트머리에 있는 게 뭘까 저거?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
대화는 지금 내가 할 게 아니야. 졸려라.
Good to see you, friend.
Does he actually know you? Or is he just...
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't... Here you go, friend.
That is unhygienic and dangerous.
Unhygienic. This stuff is very hygienic. And see, friend, it's real valuable. Worth... You know what's...
He's finding it.
What?
Keep him talking.
Oh, yes, yes. The spirits. That'll be 300 real. In the civ...
The noxious odor emanating from the...
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
You really don't have to.
Abigail! Oh, Abigail!
You're not going to get anything out of this guy.
Don't you fucking call her!
He snorts and...
Don't call Abigail! Don't...
Hey, Tequila! Good to see you. So what's happening? Yeah,
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street gang.
It's good to hear that you're on. Sadly...
Idiot doom spiral, huh? This is bound to...
It's you. We've met...
No, you sure don't.
I don't think you're ready for that grave.
He points toward the waterline with his bottle.
Didn't I already say? I don't want to be the one. You
drop in temperature, an easy flow there. An empty street. Chemically, the road is smooth and motley. The wind moves. You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period. There doesn't seem to be anything of interest here. No fine print. You're smart. You can read.
I'm no property law.
How else are you? It's going to be awfully close to the already. There is no loophole. The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, once the construction starts, it will probably take a few.
Of course, I should. Eval probably has eyes on us.
He won't say it.
Forgery, yes. It would render the document invalid. It's not the sort of act.
Or you could try to trick Everard. Get someone random to sign the document. By the time the union boss finds out, your business here will already be concluded. The bullet is safely sealed.
What? Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm... If we find who owns it, we will, in conclusion, the more...
The squashed, you wouldn't ordinarily have caused. The jacket of the... You can just about make it's quite...
What can you say about the bullet? A jacketed bullet. Okay.
Highly unusual.
Even the RCM uses ordinary and jacketed conical bullets. This is strange.
You can't remember what happened last week. What makes you think you're going to remember arcane firearm models? The jacket of it's
what can a jacket
highly
even
the squash you
what? Well, if we in conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours.
A rifle, revolutionary. The 4.46 caliber, no, but the antiques in.
What are you thinking? Okay, and an antique. That makes sense. They can't. Sure, there's some arms trafficking. Some new RCM recruits get impatient.
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-loaded rifles is a policy enforced by the Moralist International.
Imagine if everyone, cops, cities... But back to the investigation. Mysterious. Okay.
There's no way to live a pawn shop. The library card. Billy is a unit. An intricate. It's still cut.
나는 위조는 뭐 나중에 하도록 하고.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the way.
안에서 한번 위조를 해볼까?
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. With a confident flourish, you complete your forgery. Indeed, but it's not, and the document will be nullified. All you need to do now is mail the sick.
Okay.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, your hand trembles as you scratch your cheek. Oh no, that's not how a grown man shaves. Thank God, I would have cut your throat. The water, a fresh start looms ahead. Like an artist, the sharp blade chafes against your skin. Beneath the doubt sprouts a new vigor. An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it. An old mirror hangs on the wall.
번
See the
더 꼭.
reflection in it. Still not happening.
안 되지. Web jacket. 네.
The bed is comfort.
이건 아니야. 그러면 우리가 위조했으니까 나중에 이대 가세요.
Our tenant, please.
아, 맞아. 그 텐트에 가가지고 얘기해야지. 그랬죠.
A young man with
Hardcore! Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega! Internally coherent! Encore!
he furrows his
Hardcore! Ah! The question is, what is the question? But there was...
Could there have been a right way out of this garden? The young man
This is hardcore! It's hardcore! Skibberdees! Back to the heavyweight! Hardcore! Hardcore! Hardcore to the neck! Internally coherent! Good morning, yeah! 1, 2, 3! Yako kata! Yako cut!
an intricate system.
So you had a talk with Andre, and now it's good you talked to Andre first. A sticker.
Interesting. He
Oh wow! Right on your cop, lad. You're right. It's the simply well, the sticker, the club. It is. I guess one could weird stuff. Wires.
the People's Republic of Samara.
Most of it Zarnic powers. Pale relax.
Hi again. So, and?
왜 보고 왔는데?
What happened? Oh man, the crab man you mean? Who is he? What, really? Huh, interesting. What's he doing in the church? No matter. Yeah, Noid is right.
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spook? I guess it's not everyone. Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub? What a pity. That's not a shame. What? Unity! And you can't just evict her?
다른 해결책을
No,
쫓아내면 안
if
돼.
that's okay with her. The lines, at least, yeah.
아, 이 약장이
He can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer,
Egghead cannot believe
no worries. We'll figure it out. If going excellent. Good luck, my friend.
논리는 씨. 아, 약쟁이나라 논리가 통하겠냐고.
He's a quiet man, mostly. Well, he's just kind. Yeah, sometimes. When I like stumble.
the man. I get it. He's a puzzle.
Goodbye. True. Hardcore to the mega. Internally. All car. All.
He furrows.
Hard. Is it though? But is it? I mean, really? No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't
There's not. Sometimes isn't something holding it back from being hyper? It's like it's. I think it.
If anything, it sounds a bit proto. Like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop.
Wow, I think you might be right. But how could it become a... Yeah! All right!
약쟁이. 금약 안 했으면 뭐해. 평소에 약 빨아내끼니까 저따지로 기. 아, 내가 뭘 잘할 거 그랬네.
Yes, what is it? I don't want to make anything work. Yes, any good.
42.
Easy.
오, 됐네.
When a research is
What? No, I don't.
she thinks of
All right. Bring me the game's offside copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament. Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do something. There's this giant ice bear fridge. Don't worry, you can't miss the bear. It's hideous. The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curd because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a no. She literally.
The lieutenant.
Once I came in one morning, so what I need you to do here is go have a thanks. And here's my Qualsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice.
It hurts a bit for her to say that. The legendary Kvalsund multi-tool.
네. 둘. 플러스 2 세지대래. 예. 손에 세지대래. 이제 진짜로 도시로 돌아가자. 서점. 야, 여기 길 막혀 있어? 아, 잠깐 좀 안에 들어가 있을게. 스피드 좀 빨게.
Now that you've acquired some stimulants, it's time. It'll make you into more than. You raise the bottle. Now the taste is slowly receding into your throat. And let's be honest, you could work with this high. Like, literally. Whoa, this shit is strong. To this, there are massive downsides. Spring.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a speed button.
오케이, 가자. 여기 이쪽으로 온 적이 없었다. 이건 함정을 안 했어. 너무 많아 여기 지역이. 세계관이 너무 광대. 아비넥타이. 아비넥타이가 뭐냐? 연극 플러스 2. 현실에 대한. Oh. What the fuck? 하여튼 짐작은 가네.
A banged up motor car. It must be the seawater. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez?
It appears to be so. I agree. We should definitely.
You get a sudden sinking feeling. The logo is too deep. The motor carried a single day in the salty seawater.
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle.
The estimate is correct. The incident...
Let's wait for the...
Great idea. Then we can... The joyrider jacket.
I don't know. An hour or two?
As you sit down, the hinges... Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing. The tune on the lieutenant gives you 2 birds. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
I believe it's following.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city.
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes.
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived.
Yes.
It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government. Yes, 41.
It's as if he knows what it stands. Does he know something about the driver of this vehicle?
I'm sorry, Harry.
41. No. Just no. Say no to this, Harry.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here. Detective, we don't. A risk that is very unlikely. You'd be lucky to find one undamaged. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it's... Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget.
This was 20% of the station's vehicular...
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is...
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say...
안에 있는 거 뭐 있나 보자.
Yes.
A police badge on which you see the photo.
At least something good came out of it.
Encased between 2, you see a photo. The man keeps winking it, but the badge is new. 8, maybe 10 years. What do you think? His face is already contorted. The badge in your...
Harry? That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Everard was half right. Probably not a lot of place to make your...
The badge in your hand.
Lieutenant W. Freighter. The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant. The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, there are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precincts, and sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank. In your case, décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by...
The countdown is modeled after
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Kings like satellite of...
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
No, I've been putting up with you. It matters more than driving your motor carriage into...
He trusts you, for now.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current... Good.
Such a small yet precious...
That's just the serial number.
The numbers are not there for good measure.
4 months ago. I'm guessing a new badge usually comes with it.
You're pretty sure you weren't doing well.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. For it's a tough station to work in. But then again, it's a legendary...
Roberts, Feuerbach. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light.
오고 있다고? 나는 엘리사.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio mic.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? One moment. Can you please describe the body?
We suspect he might have been in a breach.
Any signs of violence? No field de top.
You can hear her quick.
What about his belongings? Did you any information on the library? Good. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi? I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. That's all for now. Hold on. I've got Central Jam.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock.
He sounds worried.
Billy Majon, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check. Yes, hello, are you still there?
They're too poor to have a phone line.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Gislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
흡연자가. 아, 거기 20호.
It says here that they returned their last book just to... Marie? Yes, it was my colleague, Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book.
Good. You have a name now.
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight. Marie! She said it was an older man, and... sorry. Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that. Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me.
And then goes for a little drink later. On the lookout.
Happy we could help.
Anything else you need from me?
10-4, come in. 10-4, sir, glad to hear that. I'll write down that very... Roger that, 10-10...
Okay. 노조장의 현장에 한번 말해보자고. 교단 사인을. 처음이 그거였구나. 공사 기간이 언제까지 끝난다고 정해지지가 않아서 뽕으로 괴롭히는 게 가능해. 쓰레기네. 이거 사인을 아라텐 그때쯤은 나는 여기 없네.
Mr. Dubois, I hear now. What can Everett Clare? No, you didn't. I know the mailman, Harry. Just like I know you'll get it done. Yes, yes, but it'll...
You're already pretty deep into this.
By all means, Harry.
붙이는 거구나. 내려가. 노동자들은 일을 하고 싶어 하는데 노조는 일을 막고 있어. 이제 뭐 해야 될까? 아파트 아니 지나서 얘랑 얘기할 수 있지 않을까?
You missed a good show. He fucked.
You need to act decisively. It's Kuno. Use Kuno words.
Stop choking. Kuno's not fucking choking. Like fuck you did. Shit. The fuck did you want anyway? Yes, yes. Kuno wants a normal conversation. Ask normal shit, please.
공감을 해.
Kuno.
공감 이거 어떻게 해. 진짜. 그때. 어제 진짜 선택지 잘못 골라가지고, 씨. 저도 한번 가보자.
Hello again, esteemed officer. A fridge? No, I don't.
For whatever reason, she's lying to you about the fridge. See,
Goodness, you were all. Everything is on the shelves.
she smiles and nods.
하러 가려면 상한데.
You see,
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Nothing. Now, please go back to.
she speaks almost as oddly enough. The more she tries to draw you away from the. You see some kind of charm. This is a inhabitant, aside from poking at it suspiciously. Just
Sir, don't touch that. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done.
she looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains?
Why? It's not like it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite.
The curtains do seem.
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees. I told you. Now, please step away from the curtains. Everybody suddenly needs something from there. Leave the curtains. You do? My God. Even more. Thank you.
Talking is the curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust.
Hello again, esteemed officer. I already told you. Just let it go.
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's
It's just for day. Okay, fine. Are you happy now, officer?
host of hosts, she prays.
It's not good to talk about the curse.
Wow. Void.
Yes, I've contacted the wards help to keep the doom at bay. Oh, this. No, it's a special Himian amulet. Blessed by desert pygmy. There are numerous spells cast throughout.
Desert pygmy doesn't seem like the spell is working. There are no customers around.
Sir, I am well educated in the commercial and esoteric arts. I know what to do and what to. My voice is trained to have too much money, even. Perhaps I should. The curse is so. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and
진짜 여기는
bankruptcy.
정상인이 없어? 나 좀.
Everyone knows that there's something.
Sounds familiar. She nudges her glasses, anxious and tense.
Most certainly not.
My liege, you know what this case calls for?
Good.
A para-detective. Slither up to her, you silver-tongued.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans. You're no paradetective. You
look like one. The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He's
How do you?
Here we go.
I should have realized. A pattern. But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last. Thank you, sir. There's one.
Do not act surprised.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman. Oh, yes. That chimney is some unnatural magic, I assume. Oh, and please do.
What you discover?
Okay, but please, only a few.
The woman before you scans.
쉬운 놈이라서.
You see. You see.
Oh!
그거를 일단은 손전등을 준비해. 무서울 것 같아.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. After exerting some force, you manage to...
Detective.
하는 거? 관계 왜 있어?
A barbell, like it's 60 kilograms. There are no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then. It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still...
겠냐? 우수산 우수산 창고
Looks like someone tried to look. The skis and rotor blades both bear the same slipstream logo. It seems like reality.
우리하고 있어. 새끼들 만들어 말하는 거.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in some of the writing has faded. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear translucent. You should adopt one of those one of the Welkins, towering among its Vara Hamira, the Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men. All of them purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. Political commentary. That one, just look at those...
And for what? The photo collage depicts Baron, entire UC, albeit dark, a pinned postcard. This is a monthly It looks at Minimi, stands for a mini meeting. As time
looks like they didn't make
a note in the handwriting. The full text reads:
별거 아니다.
A dusty radio computer.
Another radio computer.
This is the Ream Civ.
It's your call.
Of course you should. The machine lights up like some. It's empty. The filament you have would fit perfect like a smooth draw. The speaker.
Good afternoon. So, please repeat. Is this good? Please repeat. Good.
Really? She just used the same password?
Fortress accident. Thank you.
Tiles on the cube with a quiet determination. The printer starts print. It's a project report. The first few pages given over in its short. Eventually, let's just say it was a real fortress and a sink. Why did fortress accident? It didn't. No, definitely not. One of them even managed to. The production schedule, not the concept. It was impossible. They tried to make. They thought they couldn't. No. Even that is until they this place was to be. The world had so many. The last, well, yeah, that. On the nature of what is clear is that when the project was, the team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel. Mysteriously enough, it seems that it was the S. Lukanen Kilda. I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keep the production schedule. And 4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one still haven't got an answer from Lintel about. I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Sanbrun 1147. That's what tiles on the cube are. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic history classes, radio frequencies, unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system, split. Perhaps they must have had massive air width. Someone, the leader, a conductor for whoever decides, a list of all of this. There's no...
My God. It's as if the less money they... Exactly. This schedule.
Nothing is...
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Good.
Yes, I got that. What I meant was, what were their ambitions?
He has respect. This is way above your...
Okay, well...
Like he's ready.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it. Make it work on radio computers. Through call-in stations. None of the players have. Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the...
Coordinating so many games with...
Not to my knowledge.
Not in...
But I don't think anyone... Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway.
Super cool.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but... Yes, especially in here. Okay.
뭘 하려 했던 걸까? 기다려봐. 그거 아직 안 해.
An iron safety curtain. What an odd thing to do. Still, no.
아야.
Those curtains prove if this is real.
Can you please try to refrain from attacking random things? Why do you think there's something on the other? In any case, there's no way we can get in right now.
아니 그리고 갑옷 나 지금 잠깐 갑옷 입었는데 그것도 아프다고?
Tiles on the cube are still the speaker.
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are the filament slides out.
네, 일정입니다. 너로곤 운명장구.
You see, the bear looks odd. This must be the giant ice bear fridge that's a gust of freezing cold. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. The shelves are empty, but where's the filament memory? It's not.
Someone must have taken it.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets, keeping it on the door. A friendly. The paper still smells of
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What is even worse?
The fridge buzz.
뭐라 적혀 있냐?
The note is written.
Does it say anything?
This is tangential at. Someone has scribbled. S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio. So you'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important.
Sulislav. Wasn't he one of Miss Lukanen? Really? You don't have a... Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it. He'd probably try... I don't know. I assume it's...
제조기를 찾아야겠다.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spite.
Are these any good?
Most of them are rusty. An old Belmagrave rifle.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be found. It's the same type of weapon, yes. A breech loader. But it's not the same gun. This one's been out. It means there are firearms, albeit...
He likes this find.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolution.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand crank. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying. Like stirring your child. Ice squeaks beneath. Look, unplugging the ice cream maker will allow it to...
저걸 뽑아야겠네.
Two cables are plugged. An electric sizzle. Something close.
Very smart. Opening the lid.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand crank. Ice squeaks and it's already unplugged. There's not much else to do.
3 인터넷은 뭐야? 들어가. 여기 그리고 이제 들어갈 수 있게 됐네.
A thick layer of cold.
Looks like it. No one has used it in ages. No.
It's dark and the echo is so.
What are you doing? Wait, really? Maybe it's coming from behind those safety curtains we saw upstairs.
Hello.
Something.
Hello? Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear.
You hear?
After you, officer.
가벼.
Hello, I'm Nia. Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed. So what?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? I'm a novelty dice maker.
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Of course, I can see that.
No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide.
How did I? Some of my friends were not the spec.
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind. A normal die? Polyhedral dice. Come on now. Yes. For the Wiro on
Nice.
I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone. Great. See you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else? Nothing really.
The lieutenant looks.
Your window looks direct.
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually. Well, there's always something going. During daytime, there usually.
She's heard of.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night. I might have, but in this.
It's light here.
It's really hard to make anything out in. It's an odd profession. Anything else, officer? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. But when I arrived here.
Creative.
More or less.
Quite a lot of them spring to mind.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. The atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain and you know how Wokan and, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers. Actually, insects do have brains, but yes.
As she shifts around.
Anything else? Oh boy, the fabled The place was owned by 2.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
There was really just one. Anything. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if.
Fritta does the same thing.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, and they already had the bear. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by. Eventually, Ravishore Ice City lost the price war to its rival. Maybe. Because the taxidermist, he said that the bear was his vision beast.
Sounds cool.
Megatherion. A mega wild bee. It's an imagined by telling you to do more drugs, mostly. Very good. You shouldn't. Anyway, anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been. Oh, right. I think none of those door.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. You could say so. Both houses. Right. It used to be a game. My advice. Don't base your bit.
Agreed.
His disdain for pinball.
It can't be true. Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Was it a woman? Tricentennial. It used.
It was too. Whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to.
Pranks can be eerie. The kids these days. Sure, I'm listening. Fortress.
She liked.
They were neat. They certainly took their work very money and time. Well, I did.
She sounds almost mocking.
That's what I. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly. And so is producing
something.
Anything else? It wasn't merely a gym. It was Artemiteps Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at. It didn't. If
it's not really full.
Eventually, the college. Oh, this one's a mess. Turns out, the business was actually set, and they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just lit. It's a Sub-Rosa radio station that.
Nothing changed.
Don't worry, the ACP has a separate division that deals exclusively.
Good luck with that. Yes, I think it.
A bit of It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet. They were made by a company called Slipstream. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sure it's illegal, but it's not exactly.
They were just. Maybe you could make a sword out of one.
You mean Mr. Anything else? Good. I hope it clarifies. I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories. It's just capitalism. We only hear about Plaisance, the bookshop lady. I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow? All right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years.
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? Exactly. But I'm glad we got.
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful as far as.
I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
흐름에 올인하는
Wow, so someone's been a little boring. Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. The brown. Of course you do. And maybe some black shoes or a pristine white shirt to go with that. It's official. My lord's done and done.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a dye?
14판 슬퍼
You feel nothing. If anything, it's She has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools with a dirty kerchief. The tool's sharp edge shining in the light of.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a dye?
Aside from getting naked, you're not sure what.
아! 저거 따는 거 깜빡했다, 씨. 아, 저거 따야 되는데. 아.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and... This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer.
일단은 보고하러 가자. 벌써 시간이 이렇게 됐네.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting. Yes, yes.
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
I knew it. But what else did you find? Did anything survive? A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? I don't understand.
The narrative she's built, she's squeezing on the pendant too tough. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
Oh, how... Tell me, did you find a way to break the curse? What does that mean? Are you certain? All that matters is that the enemy... Thank you, officer. Truly.
She so badly wants this to be over.
All right then. All's well that ends well.
됐어. 자, 저주는 해결됐고요. 물리적산. 이제 그거 다시 따러 가자.
This orange machine is dead still. It has ice squeaks beneath, and it's already. There's not much else to do.
올 때까지 기다려야 돼? 일단은 이거 아파트 가보자. 20호 이쪽으로 이제 들어갈 수 있던가? 들어갈 수 있네.
Give me a moment. It's about
매장하세요.
Victor, isn't it? It's all...
That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pendant.
I'll keep my armistice handy.
He doesn't actually reach for his gun. The star and even today, half a century after, Smugs, whatever...
그래. 뭐지? 여기가 20번가?
A weathered brown. Something smells good. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock.
You're right. Let's do.
You hear light.
We have our first preliminary identification. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful. Dead? Just don't.
Good advice.
Yes, it's hard. But there is no easy way to handle this.
The lieutenant motions towards the...
나는 손전등용 빼자.
A weathered brown. Something smells good. Su Alonio. The lieutenant motions.
Hello?
And someone turns down the radio.
The police. A moment, please give us...
Tidy enough. There's fear in her voice.
Come in.
It's you from the book stand. Did you come to bring my... I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy.
The lieutenant, condensation. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he... No. This is some...
How about some small talk before you break the news?
How have I been?
Can't write a scene without knowing the actors. Ask more.
It's me, Victor. The girls are staying at their friend's...
She swallowed.
He's probably in the parks drinking with his friends. I sent him to his old leather jacket. It's just your average... Yes. The lining is hand-sewn. It's blue. I tried to make the his old... it's... No, well... The lining is hand sewn. It's just to return the book.
Do something? Break something?
Yes. Oh, it's
Central Gem.
I think
It is.
no. It shouldn't be long from now.
She folds her hands across her chest.
Mm-hmm.
You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
What did you say? Oh. But he was just.
But he was just here.
We understand this comes as a huge shock.
What happened to him? Was he drunk? I see. How long?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in. She blinks. The handkerchief.
Yes, thank you.
Is there anyone we could call for you?
No. God.
No. A day.
Good. Just tell me what.
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you.
A very good call.
Is there anything else that they are...
No, I'll call you. Thank you.
These are her last reserve.
We should step outside and talk.
오, 완벽했네.
You did well. You did enough. Can't save the whole world.
Can't bring the dead.
I'll call the station tomorrow and let them... They'll manage. That's it. We should... Let's go.
This door is made no one.
We should return in the evening.
기다리고 싶은데. 일단 소용돌이 다녀오자. 소용돌이 가서 가르트한테 뭔가 말할 게 있었는데 가르트랑 우편 좀 붙이고 이걸로 오늘 지혜를 끝내도록 하자. 어우, 하루하루가 지나다. 그렇게까지 긴 시간이 아니라 어딨냐. 거기다가 보고해야지. 참.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist? Still no word, I'm afraid, sir.
In the cabin, you see a...
이게 우체통이던가?
The dented yellow mailbox greets...
Yes, for sending mail.
You drop the... About a week's worth of mail. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug ever up.
All right, let's go back to Everard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it...
Again? I can't believe this shit. Okay, why not? Let's do the old... So, do you know? Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god, there's... Yes.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response.
Yes, of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
And you look like you don't pay.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay? What
Fucking deranged.
You're getting an intellectually.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Yes?
아, 맞아. 보고해야지. 담배 돌아오더라고.
Oh, hello, dear. Goodness. How...
He's fine, ma'am.
Oh, yes, but I am...
You haven't, however. There are dangers out there.
아, 돈이다. 모래알. 그럼 또 그 사이에 할 수 있는 게 뭐가 있을까? 아, 나 지금 테이프 있어. 아, 비디오 플레이어가 없지 지금. 공을 어? 아, 맞아. 보이스 찾아보자. 형 리스 찾았으니까.
There, working class drunk. You cracked it. All in a good day's work.
완료. 꺼져. 머릿속에서 이상한 말 하는 놈아 꺼져. 여기 찾아가서 숨만 좀 넣어주세요. 그러니까 이제 오늘 끝나면은 이제 오늘 게임 끌려 하는데 4시부터 퍼스트
You're
센터에
back.
열려가지고.
Good. What can I help you with? I'm afraid I can't say any more until we've taken care of formal protocol. Did you? Wonderful.
Quickly.
It is a relief to see a W freighter here. The situation is precarious, to say the least. It needs a quick solution. I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. They were dispatched.
Everyone.
A member of the board. I tried to convince my... Absolutely not.
Who are they?
Crenell. An Oranese... They wear ceramic.
So,
The story is, one of them, he was taken out by... Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses. It's a smokescreen.
what is the need?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants. It is very far from disco. If you don't pin this on someone...
The debardeur have over...
Have you ever seen a Hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant?
The Seraï's giant hornet, the world's second largest.
These men work in tandem using semi and fully...
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded.
As I said, a bloodbath. Many bleak scenarios have already... All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete... Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenie. That the man was killed because he assaulted...
The lieutenant...
we have enough...
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling Inn. Either way, he's alleged. That's a good question, officer. I don't... Yes.
Since you are sharing...
Then we're on the same page. Not much. They boast a long...
Meaning they're...
Yes. Sadly. If you still have access to the...
Do you know a lot?
In my line of work, I have.
She's being truthful.
If you mean did I see... Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He was 40.
Indeed. This matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body.
He was, in a way, it was humanizing. They'd gone to ground, as it were. I don't reckon... They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilant. You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
하인즈의 파견 옷이 맞지 않았어? 그 뭐지? 사대 대장. 그거 그 사람.
One is obviously the scab lead.
That may be so.
For all your talk
Of course it bothers me.
your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
I hope I can answer it better. Until the executions start.
They don't report...
Not on this matter. It's a matter of days, not weeks. I am sorry to have been the bearer. Of course.
For about.
It was taken with a Trigat not long ago.
Her mouth is relaxed.
Sorry. I was trying to... I can't. But that close. Port cities. This is an Oranese map of the waterway. The sailor's soul would use it. Quite a few.
What next?
Then he made his way... Revachol.
The old...
You said you can't...
I can't.
In Martinez, looking into Vredefort. Vredefort has a military academy, the Seminese Island,
That makes sense to me.
for all the boys looking for adventure.
His platoon members? The other contractors?
Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo. This is not necessary to complete the task, officer.
Do what you have to do, Detective Dubois.
We will be careful, ma'am.
Is there anything else I can help you with? Of course. Anything to... I am sorry to have been... More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything. Glad to have been of assistance.
그럼 이제 보자고. 그래, 마지막 일정. 저기 있다.
Gendarmerie.
His slender figure is... It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a...
Beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again? Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting. That's nice, but...
He takes another downstairs.
Besides...
Something tells you you're never going
to the city.
A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club. Music blasting over the entire Something flutters in the...
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
And he's gone again. Looks like it's...
Who knows, detective? It's, different, of course. His shirt. His shirt.
He's trying to die.
His shirt. No.
He's big.
Come on, detective. Let's go.
그러면 항상 풀고 다니는 마이 친구. 나는 중립 한번 해볼게. 아까
You have acquired the hat. Keep it, officer.
His hands are clean.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I heard you talking to my friend outside.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer thing.
I got it from the head of the Samaran delegation on my trip to Lomantang.
He's alluding to...
That's really all I can tell you.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you.
The coalition is only the economy impacts the entire... well, I'm renovating. You could say I'm undoing some of the... Yes.
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there?
It is the most important thing. It's the central goal of any... which is essential.
Basically, it makes...
Précisément. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works, but not too far below. The coalition believes in the a sound, but oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. What's there to say? Moreover,
Darling, that...
because
Jamrock and other parts of the internet...
Whatever you wish, officer. Ah, my friend. My friend is a... How did any of us become friends? Bad things happen. Au contraire. It's how me... Sorry. Who? But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue. Officer, you have to understand. I can't... He's deeply enmeshed in the... He's a truly free spirit. He likes... I'm just enjoying the view. We're old friends. I'm sure you'll see him around. Kedra is a candidate member. That it's never going to happen. EPIS is a very
God, yes.
It was such a wild success that we... Why, it stands for... It's been such a wild, extraordinary... A supranational political alliance. The United States. You mean Revachol? It's one day.
Except that, candidate.
No, candidate. But we were talking about my friend. I'm all ears, officer. I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
Easy, detective. No need to jump to...
Officer, it's very difficult to describe.
He holds out his hand.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so... I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. That's when I understood.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Well done, detective.
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather... I couldn't tell you exactly.
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
That's a giant you're describing. I went back inside.
Were you able to see anything?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see. All men, I presume. But again, I believe they were mostly white. Though well, that's the strangest part, officer. Eventually, their shouts died down, and that... You're right, of course. I'm afraid...
About what time?
All I can say is my watch. Yes, now I remember. It was 30 minutes... No, I didn't see the...
It seems this way. I think we have everything.
Of course. Anything I can do to assist. A moment. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak. It's against diplomatic best practices for an official...
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments.
Of course. I'm sorry I couldn't be the break. Was there anything else? Of course.
파티 드래곤을 쓸 거고. 전 이걸로 이제 오늘 할 수 있는 일들은 다 끝났고 에버라타이즈 진짜 마지막으로 보고하러 가자. 이번엔 진짜로 우체통에 넣자. 돌아오는 게 일단 먼저 이 사람한테 가자.
Right to work! Right to work! Things are busy enough. You're going to wait?
The hulking man oozes stark skepticism.
Don't think so.
Silence. He takes the photo, hard as a stone. You see dead flesh.
Fucking loincloths. Yeah, what it means.
In what must have been.
I can tell you what this one means. Only one. Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep.
Benito is one.
He spent a month behind.
With some strange emotion. This is about to get real.
Our boy. At dawn, he comes upon two kids, breeding in the bushes by the... We shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl, she was nice. A little fat. She was quite the entertainment. For the week she lasted, expired in the hand. God. Mason couldn't let go. Cut the... Drowned in a creek a week later.
Something stirs in your stomach.
No. I was in the domain. In gem. Fucking mask is getting sweaty. Go ahead.
On the photo in your hand.
Free flow of commerce! Fucking fuck.
I'm going to interpret that as a yes. There's a tribunal. And it won't...
How about you?
Okay, of course.
The man's breathing steadies.
오케이. 나머지 한 명에 대해서는 될 것 같네. 하긴 보이스도 얘기를 안 해줬네. 뭔가 추리하려 해도 뭔가 아직까지 뭔가 좀 도저히 여자를 못 봤다고. 여자 목소리를 못 들었고 총소리를 못 들었다는 것도 이상해. 상은 이미 시체였다는 건가? 근데 혈흔이 쭉 이어졌어야 하는 게 맞지 않나? 아 어디 갔어? 바로 갔어? 씨. Hey Leo.
Oh hey mister, I'm not gonna bother you with a...
아 내일 또 와야 되잖아. 사랑이도 자러 보내고 들어가게 하고 우리 해리도 자야지. 씨. 멸치 되니까 다 들어갔네. 사람들 들어갔네?
The door is closed. Still, the loot. He doesn't like where this is going. This door. The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's not easy, but your bones are so tired from what...
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in...
Recorded in you. Forever.
On and on it goes.
Behold.
It's the world. You can never forget this shit.
Beautiful.
You're the son of the world.
Reading your awful...
You'll go
for the money.
Solving your little crossword puzzle. There he goes.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry.
Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all... Hey, Moneymouth. Indrak, the impeccable hustler provider of the 7th generation.
뭔 소리?
Yes, Swindle Father. Papa, that's right. It's time to stop muttering about your economic self-interest and actually do something about it.
있잖아.
Yeah, I heard you back there. What the hell was that? Did Ilona, Wihuri, Villaconi playing ghosts? 55 billion real is a gross. Listen, if you really want to make it you need to become a millionaire. Now, how do you become It should be the other way around. Old mitred money showing up at your doorstep, begging for a slice of cake. Of course you don't. You've never even been close to a sum with more. But Savvy's got your back. Are you in? Attaboy. Welcome to the final. Let's start by getting you into the lucrative art market. 2. Diversify your assets and increase your... You're right. She has... Go and support her like the state never could. Everyone must know.
조금 여전히 또 이제 나의 또 다른 인격 개소리를 하는 그것을 마무리로 디스코 엘리시움 여기까지 하고 끝내도록 하겠습니다. 오늘의 디스코 엘리시움 여기서 끝.